Hey guys,
This is Andy here with Ed Talk.
let's get this shit. So today we're actually going to be reading you guys some stories we found off Reddit. We have a lot of Am I the Assholes and confessions. So he's going to start us off here with a confession story.
Yeah, so this one's a doozy.
To say the least.
To say the least. I do remember being very angsty in 7th grade. Because this person's in 7th grade. I was definitely an angsty kid, but I don't know if I was this angsty. But let's get into it before we discuss more.
I definitely was this angsty.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
I could see myself doing this
Mom.
on accident. Alright.
When I was 12, I poisoned and hospitalized my history teacher.
The quotations.
One day, in 7th grade, I found myself in my history teacher's supply room, and I saw her coffee maker. I grabbed some janitorial cleaning solution for desks and sprayed 6 or 7 pumps into her coffee pot.
6 or 7 pumps. I like how it was 6 or 7, not like just one.
Well, and it's saying like spray 6 or 7 pumps, so I'm assuming it's like a spray bottle.
Like a squirt bottle,
yeah.
yeah.
That'll fucking kill her.
I don't know if their goal was to kill her. I don't know. I don't know what their planning was.
When you are 12, you definitely know what murder is. You definitely know right
I don't
and
think
wrong.
they knew that those chemicals were gonna kill her. I don't know. 6 or 7 squirts is a lot, though. I feel like if you were like, I just want to get this person sick, you would do like a squirt or two.
That's still horrible too. You know that, right? Like,
well, okay, sure. Yeah. I mean, we don't know what this history teacher did to the kids.
That's
so.
fair. Well, I had a history teacher. I don't think you were in the same
class.
Yeah, you must have been in an advanced class. Mm-hmm. You're just so much smarter than me.
Well, I took summer classes.
Oh.
It doesn't make me smarter, just makes me better. I'm just kidding. Anyway, you had this history teacher.
And he was awful. Okay, so you remember my dearest best friend in high school, he who shall not be named.
Of course.
Okay, he and I had almost never been separated in class. Like, people kept us together, because, like, we were loud and we were obnoxious, but we were respectful of the teachers.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
For the most part.
That's what I was going to say, for the most part.
I mean, me and you are worse to teachers than he and I ever
yeah,
were.
I was a piece of shit.
We would not shut... Me and you got moved away from each other
every
quite
time,
a bit.
Every time, without fail.
I don't think it ever lasted, like, more than a day. They'd assign seats, and they're like, if you guys can handle yourselves, you can stay.
And we never
we
stayed.
Can't handle ourselves.
Anyway, so what does history teacher do to you?
So he split us up. Me and he who shall not be named. Mm-hmm. He split us up.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Well...
He just did it because he didn't like us. But
probably,
there was...
Probably heard one of your jokes and we're like, they're funnier than me.
That's distasteful. So I'm a huge history nerd. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to go back to school and become a history teacher. I love history. I've always gone above and beyond in history class. Mm-hmm. I was getting C's on my papers. And I was like, man, this is not fair. Like, it wasn't that he was it was just like he was grading so harshly, like we were in motherfucking college.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's how a lot of new teachers are. They think they have to be, you know.
Oh my gosh, he was just such a pompous ass. Like,
yeah.
I can't just... Well, and then there was one test. We were grading our tests out loud, and... No, he had graded them, handed them back. I had a D, and he was, like, going over because the whole class failed.
Obviously.
Me, the smartest person alive in that school, the smartest person in Anyways, and so he was reading off these questions and reading from the book for the answers, and I was like, dude, I have book answers here, what's your problem? And he was like, I didn't want book answers.
What?
Exactly. I had a panic attack, went out in the hall, started like... This was a separate incident.
I hate teachers like that.
But like, he laughed as I started hyperventilating going out the hall.
What an asshole.
And then
He is the asshole.
Yeah, some kid. Yeah, am I the asshole? You were. Mr. You know who. Mr. You know who you are. I drew terrible pictures of you, just so you know. We made fun of you all the fucking time.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I'm not saying that...
E-zone confession.
Yeah, I'm really exposing I actually am the one that wrote this. No, it's not. I'm not saying that he deserves to have 5 or 6 pumps, or was it 6 or 7 spray?
6 or 7.
6 or 7 pumps of janitorial desk cleaner sprayed into his coffee. I'm not saying that by any means, but, like, I get it. I do get it. That was such a long tangent.
Kind of sounds like you're saying he deserves that.
Kind of. He was anyway, a very big jerk.
This teacher might have done the same thing. We have no idea. That's true. Well, they're 12,
I'm gonna give this person the benefit of the doubt. So then, the next time I went to class, we had a substitute teacher. I didn't think much about it until that substitute showed up day after day. I had forgotten about the poisoning incident, so I hadn't yet put 2 plus 2 together. I then learned from another student that our original teacher was very sick and was in the hospital. I think it was at that moment that I remembered the cleaning solution. I'm still not 100% certain it was me, but it's a pretty good chance.
That's freaking wild. Like, you think... I want to know his intentions. Like, I wish this was longer and he explained more, because I want to know if he was like, I'm going to spray this in here so she gets sick, or he was like, I'm going to spray this in here and hope she fucking dies. Like, what was his intentions? Why 6 or 7 pumps? Like,
I mean, it had to be, like, nefarious, because I feel like at 12 years old, you know that spraying cleaner.
So you think he was like, I hope she dies?
I don't know if it was that. I do think it was like, oh my god, it'd be so funny if she puked.
Okay.
And she
that
makes
more sense.
Horrifically sick.
Yeah, if she was, like, puking in class, that would be funny. But, like, she's in the freaking hospital.
That would be funny.
That would! Come on. You know that'd be funny. You know we would tell that story all the time. If we did that and our teachers threw up. Yeah, we would tell that story. So, I get it. I like that story. It was good.
It was a good one.
All right.
I hope you're doing better.
Yeah, I hope she's okay now. I want an update.
Oh, are you talking about the teacher?
Yeah, of course. Well, and the kid, I guess.
I thought I was talking about the kid.
Hopefully he hasn't poisoned anybody since then.
Hopefully your mental state's a little better.
Did you go to therapy for that one? The guilt. He had to put it on Reddit because the guilt was getting to him.
It was consuming him.
Okay. All right, I have a Am I the Asshole story. Am I the asshole for losing weight before my sister's wedding? I, 28-year-old female, used to be quite overweight. Over the last year or so, I made many changes in my life and have successfully lost almost 100 pounds. That's insane, first of all.
That's amazing. Very impressive.
100 pounds, damn. I don't live close to any of my family and don't post on social media, so my family wasn't really aware of my weight loss. I did mention that I was making healthier choices, but that's it. It's just that every time before that, I've tried to lose weight and it wasn't working out, so I didn't want anyone commenting on it. Makes sense. My sister, 26-year-old female, got engaged last year, and I'm super happy for her. Due to the circumstances, the wedding had to be pushed back a little. It's happening a week from now, and because I haven't seen everyone in so long, I decided to come down 2 weeks early to help out and catch up. Well, when I came in to see my family, my sister freaked out upon seeing me. As it turns out, she has gained a bit of weight and not super noticeable. But I think this is the first time in our lives that I'm smaller than her. I've always been the fat sister. She basically accused me of trying to upstage her, and my parents are fully taking her side. I'm really not sure if I'm in the wrong here, as so many of my family has taken her side of things. Am I the asshole for losing weight before my sister's wedding?
Wow. No.
Absolutely not.
You did something that was good for you, and that's really 100 pounds without just not weight loss surgery or anything, just because you're working on yourself and improving yourself.
Just by making healthier life choices.
That is so cool.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, I feel like that's something that your family should be congratulating you on.
Yeah, and especially since, like, her whole family's against her. How is, like, at least somebody taking her side?
I cannot imagine. I mean...
Also, if her sister wanted to lose weight, like, she knew when her wedding date was. She could have made healthier choices if she wanted to look amazing on her day. Like,
and here's the thing, too. That's just her sister projecting her insecurities.
Yeah, honestly.
Onto her other sister. Like, if you don't like the way your body looks, then change it. There's nothing,
you have 100% control of that.
Nobody's saying fat equal bad.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying that. If you feel beautiful in your body, you feel beautiful in your body. But if you don't, that's not your little sister's problem. Your older sister's problem.
Yeah.
For doing what makes her happy.
Yeah. And
bad family.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not like she did it, like, so she could look good at her sister's wedding.
Yeah,
like,
she didn't do it with bad. She was like, oh, I'm gonna lose this weight and make my sister look like a fat bitch.
Like,
I can say that I'm fat.
And, well, and she even says, like, it's not a noticeable amount of weight that her sister gained. So, like, what? Then why does it matter? Like, I don't know.
So, that one's upsetting. That one's so infuriating.
I agree.
I can't imagine having... I mean, I can. I do have a terribly unsupportive family, but, like...
Like, what is she supposed to do now? Go gain it all back?
Yeah,
like,
what? Can you imagine how disappointing that would be if your whole family was like, you bitch.
And you're excited to show them, like, your new body
that
you've been working on.
I've worked really hard on my health, and I feel good, and, you know, I look and feel just as, you know, anyways, but... And the family was like... Oh, the fucking nerve.
The nerve. You couldn't have waited till after the wedding.
You're out of the wedding.
You're done.
Put on a fat suit, bitch.
I know, I wonder what she's gonna make her do at the wedding.
You are not the asshole, just so you know.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Your families are assholes.
Your family's asshole.
Ugh.
Case closed.
Case closed. Do we want a little tea? Do we want a little piping hot kind of little juicy story to bite into?
Yeah, give him the juice.
Okay.
Have I heard this one?
You did not. I wanted you to hear this one for the... Okay. This one's not super funny.
Just juicy.
Oh, but we're gonna have some goss on this one.
Alright, get into it.
Boyfriend, 35 male, says my cooking proves I'm 29 female, not a gold digger.
Okay.
When I first originally read that, I was like you're so bad at cooking that you're so good at cooking.
Yeah.
That he's like, you're not just with me for my money. You suck at cooking. But we get into it.
Okay. I was like, that's what I'm thinking right now.
I've been with my boyfriend for 4 months. He is a lawyer and has a very stressful job. To give a backstory, things were amazing in the beginning. He took me to fancy restaurants, cooked dinners by candlelight, and I could tell he was very nervous about making a good impression. He would kiss me from head to toe and tell me that I'm perfect, his princess, etc., etc. It was honestly a bit much.
Yeah, jeez.
Over time, he became more short-tempered and needed my attention a lot more. I slowly began cooking while he was too busy working to help. Then he could only have sex for 45 minutes before going back to work. So he would be gone all day, he'd come back and just bang and then leave?
That's kind of what it seems like.
Or like instead of like having sex for an hour, like normally he now only gives her 45
minutes. Like,
congrats, girl.
It's okay. Continue.
One night, I joked that he could only have sex if he worked for it, and he became greatly upset and told me I had crossed a major boundary. Things started to get a little weird. No shit. He told me he doesn't usually date women who work in marketing. I work in marketing, but it seemed he made an exception for me.
I'm so lost. I feel like there's so many random points in here. I really want to get to the point. I'm confused.
Date broads in marketing. They're a little beneath me. Who cares about marketing's a good job.
Okay, but she's like,
that's like a good, real, like, big girl panty job.
But she's like saying things are starting to get weird, and then goes in about her job. Like I'm just lost at her storytelling.
She's a little all over the place. And there's a BoJack. Have you ever watched BoJack Horseman?
Some bits.
Okay, there is a scene and BoJack's girlfriend says when you are wearing rose-colored glasses, the red flags just look like flags. These are red flags, and she's like, yeah, things start getting a little weird around here.
Yeah.
Take the glasses off,
little
girl.
Bad, yeah.
This part. I will say this part is really weird, and I don't think I don't think I would be with somebody after this next part coming up, okay?
Okay.
Then, sometimes he would power call me if I didn't get an answer right away 4 to 5 times in a row. Not that part.
Mm-hmm.
He started becoming a bit jealous. Example, I mentioned Zach Galifianakis is funny, and my boyfriend's face turned completely dark. Oh, it's Zach Galifianakis. It's that guy from the fucking Hangover. The weirdo
yeah,
guy?
absolutely. He's hilarious.
Okay, but he's not like...
Not attractive? Is that where you're going?
I am going there.
Okay.
Personally, I don't know. I think like Seth Rogen. Like Seth Rogen's not like conventionally attractive, but he's super funny and he's hot. Also, he's attractive. Well,
agree to disagree. Move on.
I had a friend paint me nude, and my boyfriend said, "I don't know how I feel about someone seeing my woman naked."
Continue. Let's get.
Okay, I do want to touch back on that though.
Yeah.
I mentioned an ex-boyfriend, and he wanted to know what what school he went to. He became super defensive and aggravated.
Okay, still, I feel like this is so random. I want her to explain more on each point she's making. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I feel like she's not. There's things that she's mentioning, and she's not giving the whole story.
Yeah, I need the whole story because I'm so lost.
I don't know. Some things are just a little kind of like, well, I don't necessarily want to say the things that I did back. Not that this guy's obviously like a narcissist and terrible dude. Break up with him. But I do feel like there's things we're not being told, and it's making the story seem a
harder
little...
to read, yeah.
Getting holes poked in there.
Yeah, definitely.
The painting nude thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to paint me nude... Mm-hmm. No, if I were to paint you nude.
Okay.
Would that... I don't know, is that weird?
No.
I'd
be fine with it. Well, like, what's it for? Like, do you have an art studio, or are you doing it for a college project? Like,
unless
you want it in your bedroom, like, what are you doing with it?
Unless it was like a gift for my boyfriend, I don't know that I'd be like,
okay.
I don't know that I'd be doing that.
I would totally do it for many reasons. I think I would definitely do it, like, if you needed it for an art project, mm-hmm. if you had an art studio, you wanted a model, if you wanted, or for a gift for my boyfriend. Sure. Why not?
You want to paint me nude?
No, if you paint me nude.
No. Give it to my boyfriend.
Give it to my boyfriend. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, how did you get lost in that?
I don't know. There's a lot of words at once.
So, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess it depends on what she's doing with it. But I can kind of see your partner.
That's easy to get jealous over. Yeah, he has to be really secure in himself to not be upset about that.
I don't necessarily think is a super red flag.
That's not that bad. Yeah. Like if my boyfriend was like, "Yeah, I don't want someone painting you nude," I'd be like, "Okay, yeah, that's a discussion you could have."
Yeah.
Maybe talk about it before you go do it.
Communication.
Communication is key.
It's a wonderful thing. Sometimes at night, I turn my phone onto airplane mode, and my boyfriend explained it makes him feel so disconnected and unsafe. And could I please check in and check out before doing so? From my understanding, I thought we were dating, until one day he talked about partnerships and his needs, etc., etc.
Okay, hold on. So about the phone being on airplane mode, sometimes at night, like when she's going to sleep,
mm-hmm.
and that makes him upset?
It makes him feel disconnected from her and unsafe.
How? Isn't he usually there when she's sleeping or no?
They don't live together.
Oh, okay. Well...
They're only 4 months in right now.
Yeah... I mean, if she needs her sleep, like, she needs her sleep, dude. Like, chill.
Well, she's obviously working, like, a 9-to-5 job. Like, she has to
get her rest, yeah.
She's also...
Turn my phone off.
Yeah.
Like...
She's working, and she's also providing him meals and...
Yeah.
Being all of his emotional support, also. So she's taking on double the work that he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd want to disconnect, too. I'd want to fucking chill out for a little bit.
Yeah. I agree.
Finally, he stated he is paranoid about gold diggers. He said because he has a high-income job, he doesn't want women who will only request fancy restaurants. He said it's good that I cook for him because it proves that I'm not a gold digger and I'm not like those, quote, other women. The thing is, I don't always want to cook, but now I feel kind of guilted about it. He's become a bit weird about communication, and he will literally say, "Okay, I expect to hear from you by 6 p.m." He said he needs our partnership to be organized and predictable. He needs to know I will respond in a certain time frame, and if I can't do that, it won't work. I just found these exchanges really bizarre.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to cook all the time, I mean, you don't also have to go to a fancy restaurant. You can go to a normal restaurant, like, and just be like, hey, I'm tired tonight, don't feel like cooking. Like, talk, just fucking communicate.
Over my dead body would a man come up. I don't care how much money he's making. If a man was like, I expect you to text me by 6 p.m., I'd be like,
you're done. You're done. Yeah. Like, I get if it's a text about something important and, like, timely.
Yeah, well, we're making a plan. Hey, text me before 6 p.m. so I know what the plan is.
Yeah, that makes sense. But if it's just like, oh, I need to fucking hear from you.
Keep your phone on. Answer when I call you.
Ew, yeah. I don't like that. That's too much,
Super
buddy.
juicy. If I had to give you some relationship advice, it would be break up with him.
Yeah.
You're only 4 months in.
That's the other thing, yeah. 4 months.
Well, that's like a super common thing with, like, narcissistic abuse. It starts with love bombing.
Gets in, yeah.
Oh, my perfect princess.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about all that.
And then their true colors show eventually, and then they start becoming controlling. It's a cycle, and it's...
Yeah. I say run now.
Absolutely. And, like, I get it. Marry first for money, second for love.
Right. Yeah. I thought at the end she was gonna say, she cooks for him, but she is a gold digger. I thought that was gonna be super funny.
Super twist.
I can't remember what she said.
No, I do cook, but I also am only with him for his money.
Yeah, like, that's what I thought she was gonna say.
Get
for
the
a
bag
minute.
if you can stand it. But it's like, is the bag truly worth it?
Is it?
If you're going to have to deal with emotional abuse.
Yeah, and if he's only having sex with you for 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah, he needs to really step his game up to, like, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 or 6 if he's, like, off of work that night.
Yeah.
That whole part was confusing. Some of it was really confusing.
It was confusing.
And it's definitely because things are being left out.
Let us know what you guys think, though.
Either get your bag or get out of there, you know?
Yeah.
But don't get yourself emotionally hurt in the process.
True that.
All right, Dee, what do you got for us?
Okay, yeah. Am I the asshole for no longer doing the dishes after my wife called me her dish bitch? God, I love it. Okay. My office is only a couple miles from my house, so I usually go home for lunch every day. Since it is so close, I have time to do the dishes, take out the trash, sweep, and do the laundry before I go back to work. I find it's a nice use for my lunch break, and it helps to free up some time in the evening so I can relax with our family. A couple weeks ago, my wife had a few of her girlfriends over for drinks. I was in the other room watching TV, but I could hear them talking and laughing, and I heard my wife make a comment about how she has me trained so well that I come home on my lunch break to do the dishes, and she calls me dish bitch. It kills me, dude. Also, you know, she's had a few drinks. She's with her gal pals.
She's feeling frisky.
Yeah, she's obviously joking around. Come on, dude.
The claws are coming out.
Come on. Okay. It really rubbed me the wrong way. Even if she was just joking with her friends, it felt really demeaning to me, and it felt like she was putting me down so that she could feel bigger in front of her friends. First of all, women don't do that. I feel like that's such a man trait. Like, men talk down their girls to their boys to sound bigger and stronger, stupid.
Nobody's like,
but women,
I've got that piece of shit. Like
women don't do that. You're like, what?
Not unless you're a bad dude.
Not unless you're doing the same fucking thing. So see, that's where I'm thinking is like,
if you
think it's that way,
boyfriend, yeah, you're gonna get fucking talked about. The group chat's going off about you.
Yeah. Well, no. Also, like,
she's saying get the divorce papers ready.
If this is his train of thought that her calling him a dish bitch is demeaning to him, I feel like he's doing the same type of shit because
they probably had a
that's
fight
what he's
about
worried
this
about.
in the past, and he's like, well, you call me a dish bitch.
So I didn't do the dishes or any of the other chores when I got home from lunch the next day. My wife gets home from work before me every day, and instead of coming home to a clean kitchen and empty sink, there was dishes piled up and the trash needed to be taken out, etc. When I got home, my wife was doing the dishes and told me that I need to give her a hand because she needs to get dinner started. Which also makes sense. It's nice that he gets shit done in the middle of the day so that she can come home and make dinner.
Like an equal partnership?
Yeah,
like
literally.
What you agree to when you get married?
They're literally both doing work. Anyway, She asked if I came home for lunch that day, and I said I did. She asked why I didn't do the dishes, and I told her that her dish bitch, in quotations, was on strike. She stopped what she was doing and looked at me with an open mouth. I told her, yeah, I heard what she said, that I don't appreciate her putting me down to her friends just so that she can feel good about herself. Dude, what?
Ladies, stop marrying men that are actually children.
Oh my god, first of all, what?
We need to stop entertaining men that have the emotional maturity of a 6-year-old.
And why would he think that that made her feel good about herself? This man is just... Ugh. Okay.
Idiot. Stop.
She said she was just joking around and that she doesn't really think about me that way. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Obviously.
God, I told her that she would flip her shit if she heard me talk about her that way to my friends. She said that they were just joking around and it didn't mean she actually thought that. I told her I want to believe her, but honestly, I don't think she was joking. I told her I think I might just start going out to eat at lunch or take my lunch to my office from now on. She told me I was being petty and overreacting. I told her I didn't think I am. Then she asked if I was going to help her with the dishes so she could start dinner, and I said no. I don't think I will.
Oh my god.
I told her I will play with the kids to keep them distracted since we were having a later dinner that night. Yeah. After the kids went to bed, she told me that I was being an asshole. Huh. Interesting. Are you the asshole? And your wife's telling you are.
Yeah.
So. But one little joke that she didn't even mean, and I was blowing it way out of proportion. I told her she knows how much she'd freak out on me if I said something like that. So I didn't think I was overreacting at all. I told her respect goes both ways, and she doesn't get to put me down to her friends to make her feel bigger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Since we're gonna have a later dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the divorce papers would be in his hands
on the table the next morning. Yep.
Next day.
How rude.
How disrespectful. They're both working.
Yeah.
They both have children together.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 kind of a thing.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, like, as I said before, like, she's chilling with her friends, drinking a little bit. You know, sometimes you say things
catty.
Like, it's just happens.
You're just getting a little frisky. You're feeling a little good vibe.
Yeah. Well, and like, yeah, for him to be like, that it was her putting him down to make her feel bigger. No,
she wasn't.
No, she was not, sir. Women don't do that.
That
like,
is just tiny dick energy.
I mean, and if she did mean to do that to make herself feel bigger, then she's not the one for you. But I really just don't think she would do that.
Even if it was to put him down, like, so she's like, oh, I'm better than you. That's the worst she could come up with.
Yeah, like, honestly, get over yourself.
Oh my god, men are such crybabies sometimes.
Like, how would your boyfriend feel if you called him the dish bitch?
I do call my boyfriend the dish bitch. I do it all like.
And he's never said he's been upset by it?
No, he'll do like the laundry and I'll be like, thanks, laundry bitch. And then we laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's funny and he knows I don't mean it.
Yeah.
Because I'm joking. Just like his wife was joking.
Yeah. Well, what if, like...
Because it's hilarious.
What if you did it in front of your friends? Would he
would laugh. He would think it's funny.
Still funny?
Absolutely.
Behind his back? Still funny?
I think because I say it to his face, he'd be like, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't.
Say it behind his back? Yeah.
Say it behind his back. Like in this situation, if I had my friends over and we were drinking and I was calling him my dish bitch, I'd be saying it loud enough for him to hear so he could hear me teasing him.
Yeah. See, and a little healthy teasing. See, that's the other thing. Like, if she's
joke around.
Yeah, if she's doing this like with her friends, I feel like she definitely teases him to his face. Like,
yeah.
They have to joke around.
No,
there's no way that this was like the first time this came up or something.
No funny allowed in that.
No
comedy. He's blocked the comedy section on Netflix because there are no jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, you are the asshole for not doing the dishes
Big
after
asshole.
Your wife called you that. Sorry, bud.
Big asshole.
Also...
I hope she divorces you. But I hope your children aren't affected by the divorce too bad.
And also, after
they go on to live a good life.
You guys couldn't have just, like, talked it out that one day. You had to go and be petty and not finish doing the dishes so she can make you and your children dinner?
Yeah!
Excuse me?
And then not to mention go on the fucking internet and post about it.
Okay. Well, and when he takes it a step further and is like, maybe I'll just go out to lunch. Maybe I'll take my lunch to the office so I don't have to come back at the house.
Cry me a fucking river.
Dude,
does it say their ages?
Grow up. Yeah. I think so. Oh shit, no it doesn't.
Darn it.
Yeah.
I
Probably
was-
20s.
I always was like, I don't like when they say their age. It's kind of weird. But then now that
Now you
I was
want
like,
their age, yeah.
I don't want to know how old this man is.
12.
Yeah, well, yeah, emotionally 12, but
Yeah.
physically I'm guessing 46.
46. Yeah. He just took it way too far. Like,
Way too
just
far.
apologize and move on. Like,
Your wife.
Yeah.
You took vows together. You had children together.
You can't simply talk this out. Like, it wasn't even a big deal. Like, dish bitch.
That's funny.
It's
I
funny.
know it's funny because I say it to my boyfriend.
It
and
is
he
funny.
laughs.
Yeah, I think it's funny. Generational gap, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear another one of your stories.
Alright, so this one is, would I be the asshole for reporting a conflict between me and my friend to her work?
Initial instincts say yes,
Yeah,
but I'm
not
a hear her
cool.
out.
Not cool.
Like reporting your friend to her work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, whoa.
Whoa, crossing some lines, but let's see.
But now I
don't know. I don't know.
I currently live together with my boyfriend, Michael, of 5 years. For the last 1.5 months, we also hosted a good friend of mine, Caroline, who moved due to a new job but had some problems with the rental agreement. Caroline does know my boyfriend, although not very well, as we only spend a handful of outings as a group. Now, during the first few weeks, everything was pretty okay in our home. Caroline took care of a chunk of housework. My boyfriend and I worked, and in the evening we would hang out together. Caroline and my boyfriend had very little one-on-one interaction. It was pretty much always the three of us. However, Caroline started to approach me specifically during times Michael was not around and told me, quote, in her professional opinion, she is concerned about how Michael treats me. For context, she is a social worker that works with a lot with troubled families, spousal abuse, and the like. I had no idea what she was referring to, and when asking for examples, she only said, we'll talk later.
Huh.
Well, that later was last week. My mother called me to come over for some coffee, but specifically asked for Michael to not accompany me. I didn't think too much about that, since Mom does not approve of me and my relationship with Michael. Anyway, when I arrived, it was my mom, my dad, a friend of Caroline, and me and Caroline. And they had set up an intervention.
Whoa.
Caroline had told them that Michael is abusive and that I'm unwilling to accept that, and that it was necessary for them to help me get out of my relationship.
Whoa.
She brought up some examples of that abuse and talked about how she sees these things all the time in her job. Her examples, however, were factually wrong, grossly overstated, and some just plain stupid.
I want to hear them.
I know, I wanted to hear him too. There's not a ton of examples, but I wish that
Damn it.
I wish there was more.
People, put more freaking details in your stories.
Come on,
We need all the tea.
write me a novel. The whole thing spiraled out of control. Carolyn and I got into a shouting match, with my mom supporting her. Eventually my dad stepped in too, and I left angrily. On my way home, I texted Caroline that she has 3 days to get out of my house. No surprise, my mom took her in the very next day. When Caroline showed up to get her stuff, she again began to talk to me about how she knows what she's talking about, how I should listen to her opinion because she is a social worker, and so on. Honestly, I pretty much just ignored her. However, I was thinking if maybe I should at least give a short notice to her workplace. Because if she evaluates my living situation as an abusive household based on her completely nonsensical examples, while hearkening on and on about her professionalism, I do wonder if she has also overreacted in her workplace.
That's fair, dude.
And then they said, edit, I really should have posted some of the things she mentioned. She, for example, thinks Michael is financially abusing me. The reason is he is currently back in school to get additional qualification for his job. This means he only has a small income from a mini job, however, he does have a somewhat expensive hobby. So I'm paying for about 70 to 80% of our fixed expenses at the moment. However, just a few years ago, this situation was reversed. I was in uni, he worked full-time. At that time, he paid the majority of our expenses. She talked about him forcing me to go work out, even though I pretty much always complain. I'm a lazy bum, a couch potato, I hate working out, or sports in general, but I specifically asked Michael to help me work out. He is a sports therapist, and his, quote, forcing usually means pulling my blanket away or tickling me until I get up. It is 100% playful.
Yeah.
She talks about stealing because Michael is wears my clothes sometimes. Yeah, no kidding. We literally have put together all of our clothes since we are roughly the same size. She thinks he is dumping house chores on me despite not working full time. I cook. We share doing the dishes. I iron the laundry. Michael sucks at that. Every other chore is done by him. She thinks he is an alcoholic because he drinks wine or beer sometimes at dinner, while I don't drink at all. One drink, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. We are in Germany, about 80% of the population would be classified as an alcoholic with that reasoning. Clarify the position of my family. My dad does not think Michael is abusive. He was concerned, of course, when Caroline invited him to an intervention, but we talked and cleared things up. My mom does not like Michael simply because we are gay, and she does not approve of my sexuality. She has never approved of any partner I had. Usually we just try to not talk about it. I try to not bring Michael around unless for larger/important events.
Wow.
Would I be the asshole for reporting a conflict between me and my friend at work?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Like,
Given,
yeah.
She is a social worker who is supposed to be evaluating abusive households.
I am concerned about how well she's performing at her job, because if she's evaluating it this ridiculously, how many she can affect so many families.
So I originally was like, yeah, that's pretty petty. Now I
am worried. Yeah.
I get why he wants to. I
genuinely
get why he wants
worried
to
for other families, dude. Like,
and I think he should. I don't think you would not be the asshole for reporting that.
I don't think so either. Yeah,
you would be hopefully getting a bad justice system worker out of their position.
I'm glad she did give us examples, because now I can be like 100% on his side, because yeah, wow, she's nuts.
That's nuts. I almost wonder if maybe Caroline's a little homophobic too.
But also to, like, not bring up the problems with her first, to just fucking throw an intervention at her.
Him? Yeah.
That's, what the heck?
Yeah. Like, hey, well, no, because he said that she approached him once before, or a couple times before, and was like, hey, you're in an abusive relationship. And when he said, okay, why? What are the examples? Yeah, we will talk later.
In an intervention with your parents.
That's crazy.
That is nuts. You don't do that. Yeah, no, she took it way too far first.
Crazy manipulative.
Yeah, she's toxic. Get rid of her.
I bet she's probably living it good with this dude's mom.
Yeah, apparently.
She moved in with his mom?
Yeah, that's...
Oh my gosh.
The mom and her... can go be crazy together.
Yeah. They're perfect for each other.
God. Nuts. Alright, well, anyway, we're gonna lighten up the mood a little bit with a funny one. Am I the asshole for refusing to sit at a concert where a 13-year-old girl couldn't see behind me?
Initial reaction? Nah.
Okay, so he says, Wilco is my all-time favorite band. They came to LA last week, and I shoved out some big bucks to have the VIP seated tickets at the show. There were only 40 VIP tickets available. There are only 2 rows of the seats, and the rest are VIP selected in general admissions. I should note that my leg is also in a boot due to a sprained ankle, so having the option to sit was important. So the VIP seats were like seats. The rest of the general admissions was just standing everywhere. Right. But I can walk and stand with little pain while in the boot. My friend and I went to our seats standing up and dancing to the music during selected songs, as everyone in our row would. So a guy in the general admissions area taps us from behind and says, "Hey ladies, love that you're having fun, but this is my 13-year-old daughter's first concert and she can't see. Can you please sit down?" I said, "We have designated tickets and you have general admissions where you can go and stand wherever you want. Can't you just move to a different area where she can see?" And he said no and walked away. We looked behind us and he had a standing cocktail table, and so we assumed that's why he didn't want to move. We sat for the remainder of the song, but we decided to stand up again when one of my favorite songs came back on. We felt guilty for the rest of the night that this poor kid couldn't see. So, am I the asshole?
No.
I don't think so either.
No. I'm gonna say it. No.
He bought VIP tickets. You're in general admissions. You can literally move around. Go somewhere else if she can't see. Absolutely
Where's security in this place? Where is the security?
Like, No, he paid so much money for those tickets. What do you want him to do? Just join you back
Here's
in
the
general
thing,
and give
too,
his tickets to you? Like,
about concerts, it's first come, first serve. Like, most, like when you go into the pit,
yep.
you're in the front or you're not in the front.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
You deal with it.
At my One Direction concert, first ever concert, I was roughly 13 years old. We went into the grassy area because we had the super poor people tickets, which is like the grassy area on top of the stage. I'm so grateful. It was the best experience of my life, but it's the reason I'm not dead. Anyways, we're getting off track. There was this person, I'm assuming a male, and he had a Lady Gaga tank top on. Mm-hmm. And 6 to 7 inch stiletto boot heels. And he was standing in the front of the grassy area. And I thought to myself at 13, oh, cool. And we didn't complain.
Yeah.
My point here is that we didn't complain, even though this already tall person with 6 to 7 inch stiletto heels was standing in the very front, blocking everybody's view, and all of his friends were surrounding him.
Mm-hmm. So this little 13-year-old needs to...
Suck it up.
Suck it up, yeah.
Suck it up or push it through.
Yeah.
It's kill or be killed out there in the concert world.
Yeah, she's in for a rude awakening.
I've also never heard of Wilco. What's Wilco?
I don't know, actually. Should we look them up?
Yeah, let's listen to them.
Never heard of Wilco,
nice.
But we just listened to them, and it's nice. It's good.
Real chill vibes. That dad was not picking up on it.
Apparently not.
Right. All right. I have another confession. This one's a doozy. When I was 7, I threw a brick at a girl's face. Now she's blind.
Oh my god.
I'm 24 years old and I grew up in a third world country, Brazil. 2 of my cousins live close by. They were my age at the time. We used to ride our bikes together every weekend around the neighborhood we grew up in. We loved that shit. Some of my best childhood memories. We lived in a rich area, but we grew up poor. And I don't know if it was worth mentioning or has any relevance, but we used to ride in our underwear because we were savage kids. On one particular day, we left the neighborhood and stumbled upon another group of 3 kids, 2 boys and 1 girl. They were probably the same age as us. My stupid cousin stops to say hi. Once they laid eyes on us, they just started laughing at us and mocking us, calling us, quote, underwear boys, and literally calling us homosexuals because we were in our undies, but we weren't clothed. Kids can be so goddamn cruel.
So fucking hit her with a brick.
And at the time, I was in shock and humiliated. I have no idea why I did this, nor did I mean to single any of them out, but I just looked around and saw a brick on the road.
Oh my god.
I remember this perfectly. I picked it up and prepared to throw it like a shot put competitor would because it was too heavy for me to throw over arm style. So instead I shot put launched the brick right into the nose of the little girl and it rolled into her eye.
Shit.
As soon as that happened, she dropped on the ground bleeding and started screaming. Everyone started yelling. We just rolled back on our bikes and pedaled as quickly as we could.
I like it.
Once we rushed home, we hid under the bed for after like an hour. My auntie found us and interrogated the story out of us.
Oh,
she was furious but didn't narc. The dad of the little girl must have come out because some 40-year-old man was knocking in every house trying to find us but couldn't figure out where we lived.
Oh my gosh.
Years later, when I came back to visit my cousin, I saw this girl with an eye patch on her face and she's turned into a beautiful woman. Wish I could apologize. Damn, it's just not possible. I just felt like leaving this here. Sorry for spelling grammar mistakes.
Oh my god, dude. This poor kid.
They were like, haha, underwear boys! Gay, like, gay little underwear boys!
Get fucked! Like, throws a brick at her.
I hope you lose your fucking eye!
Damn, dude, like that had a brick to the face at like a 7-year-old killing. There was definitely gonna be some damage.
If you like permanently like both eyes.
Well, man. What if she is? What if she is blind in both eyes?
No, it said just the one. No, it said it just hit the one eye.
Oh.
And that she had an eye patch on.
Okay, well, I was thinking like she had an eye patch because she had to get that eyeball removed. or something. And I mean, it could, I don't know, the connection between your eyes is like,
That's
could be
true.
damaging enough.
That's
She
true.
might be completely blind.
How do we know the brick didn't just hit her straight on?
Yeah.
Anyways, I just thought it was really... They weren't even calling them anything that bad, but they were like,
You're gay!
I'm gonna make you blind. I'm gonna perpermanently impair you
I
for
get
the
it,
rest
though.
of your life.
As like a 7-year-old,
No, you don't
that
think of
shit,
consequences.
yeah. And you just, you think of it, you do it. Also, insults at that age especially were a lot harder to take.
Yeah.
I would know. I did not like being called names when I was younger, so...
Can I?
So, when E and I were in, like, what, 7th or 8th grade?
We would be in 7th grade.
7th grade, yeah.
Two 12 and 13-year-old buddies.
I wish I had a fucking brick. But...
If you had a brick back then, this wouldn't be happening right now. Would have gotten rid of me years ago.
But, E called me a jackass, and I don't remember why.
I want to say that we were just, like, joking around, and, like, I cussed all the time.
Yeah.
We grew up differently, so it
Definitely.
makes, my parents were not as strict as yours were.
Yeah.
So I would just be like my friends, I'd be like, oh, you jackass. Like, and that's what I said. Like you jackass.
I feel like you said it a lot harsher than that.
No, I did not.
You definitely did. You were
Maybe
like,
I was like, you are such
jackass.
a jackass.
Yeah. So it was definitely a stern voice. You weren't joking. You were mad at me for something. But anyway, this was our first fight as friends, and I got so
Huge
mad.
fight.
Yeah, we didn't speak for like a week.
Yeah. You wouldn't talk to me. Like,
I wouldn't look at you. I think, and then randomly we started joking around again and just kind of.
here's the
went
thing. I
over
think
it.
it was longer than a week.
Was it?
Because I think that's when I started becoming friends with, like, the other girls in class. Because I was like, I don't have D around anymore. Aw.
Guess I'll go replace her. Someone less sensitive. That's fair. I was very sensitive. I'm completely
No.
desensitized now.
Yeah, I can call you...
You can call me whatever you want.
Yeah,
I don't give a
and
shit.
I feel like we do.
Yeah, that's fair.
I say, like, you fucking bitch all the time.
Good old times.
Good old days. Are you out of stories?
I am.
Well, I've got 2 short ones.
Oh, perfect.
This one's...
So we got another confession.
How do I, 23 male, sit down my sister, 13 female, to teach her to delete her porn consumption? Or should I even bother? My sister often uses my devices for school, work, and games. At times she asks me for help, or maybe she needs my printer. This is fine, and I would never stop helping my sister out on her schoolwork or whatever she needs to do, especially knowing how cheap my parents are. That being said, my sister on the past month has had no chill whatsoever. She's 13, and the things in the search bars are certainly ... experimental. Nothing made me spit out my water more than seeing hot black guys with big D's in my search. I don't think she knows the emails are synced, and I could see that from my phone. Now, the reason I ask this is because my sister, she'll get defensive, and even if I just sat her down and teach her without telling her about the porn, she will know. She's gonna react like a deer caught in the headlights. I don't want to make her feel bad. I used to watch sexy girls with big-ass boobs, too, but I got caught by my parents, and they spanked me and made me feel like a bad person. I would like to teach her before she gets caught by less open-minded people.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
What? Wow.
First of all, what a crazy little 13-year-old.
Right? I can remember my little sister, she'd probably be about maybe 11 or 12 at the time. But she was playing on my mom's laptop, on my stepmom's laptop.
Yeah.
And my stepmom had taken it back to use it. And she looked in the history and it was how to kiss boys. Followed by how to kiss boys passionately. Followed by how to kiss boys with pictures.
Oh my gosh.
And then she proceeded to blame it on my brother. On my he would have been about 13.
Your brother was looking up.
Yeah, we were like, honey, first of all, who are you trying to kiss that you don't know how to kiss? And you're, like, frantically Googling how to kiss. You know that TikTok? Have you seen that TikTok trend that it's like, get back in your room. Get back in your room. No, okay.
So.
I'll have to show you it sometime, but it reminds me of that. Like, we all know what's going on, girl. You're
Yeah.
about to go mac it up.
Yeah.
She's a similar age. We were like, hey, girl.
Okay.
I don't know. I think...
But, I mean, yeah, if I think he should because, yeah, like he said, he wants to teach her before someone else who's less open-minded gets to her. So,
I kind of have a firm stance on porn.
He's looking out for you.
Yeah, he's looking out for his little
a good
sister.
brother.
It's healthy for you to explore and learn.
But do it privately.
The porn industry is toxic, and also, it's not real. Don't learn and experiment with porn. Anyways. That's my firm.
But no, I would definitely help her out. I'd be like, all right, listen, like, bring it up as subtly as possible, get through the speech, and let her be on her way. But
yeah. Be like, that's definitely not an
what
easy
a good brother for, like,
conversation.
even wanting to help her. Like, I feel like a lot of people just see it and be like, oh, and just kind of move past it.
No,
Wouldn't even
me and
think
my
about
siblings
it.
would look at my
Like
brothers,
100%.
like his history, and just laugh. Oh my god, just laugh.
I'm scared to see that, but no, like if I ever saw anything on my brothers, 1000% I would not say a single word, not a single word. I would pretend that didn't ever happen. I didn't have other siblings to make fun of.
I had a friend once. We were just kind of drinking, having a good time, and he was like, "Do you want to see the porn I watched today?"
Oh.
Straight up pulled out his phone and showed me. It was still open on the tab.
I would have been like, bro, no.
I obviously immediately was like, "No, I don't want to see that."
It shows it.
Fucking show. I'm so off topic.
Some people are so open.
A little too open.
A little too open, yeah.
You know?
Not for me.
I would have even taken just read me the title of what you watched this morning before.
The
I'm
title's
pretty
plenty.
sure I picked him up for work that day. Gross. Men are gross. That's what this episode's about. How
So
gross
in conclusion,
men are.
how gross.
Now this one.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Even grosser.
every time I go to someone's house, I wipe my boogers on their stuff.
How disrespectful.
The disrespect.
Oh, I'd rather you spit in my face.
Yeah. I'll open my mouth even. Just. Ugh.
Oh.
I'm like addicted to picking my nose. Any chance I get, I'm doing it. There's even an exclamation point right there.
Oh my god. They're like proud of it.
I'm doing it. If I'm by myself, I'm going to town on my nose, and I usually don't have tissue paper on me. And even if I did, I'd much rather wipe it on the nearest surface.
Oh my god.
If I'm in a fun mood, I would wipe it in his face.
In a fun mood?
I'm in a silly, goofy mood right now. Behind the headboard, between the door hinge, anywhere I see fit, even on public transport.
Ew.
I wipe my boogers like it's a sport.
No! Bro!
That
no.
is disgusting.
That is the
What
worst
trash
thing.
bin did you crawl out of, you alien weirdo?
Okay, like, why are they so proud about it,
Why
though?
would you...
I wipe my boogers like it's
Even
a
on
sport.
public transport.
Why are you
Gross.
proud about it? That's...
You
okay.
need therapy. There is a deeper
I get it.
internal thing.
I play with my nose a lot because of my nose piercing.
I play with my
Yeah.
septum.
I'm in there a lot too, but I don't wipe my shit. Like, if I find stuff while I'm in there, I don't wipe it on
Yeah, like,
stuff, let alone someone else's shit. Like, you're at their house. How disrespectful. Dude, they're gonna go to their couch and be like, yo, this is covered in boogies. Like, every time this person comes to my house, my couch is covered in fucking boogies.
and then we wouldn't be friends anymore, because I'm not going to let a weird fucking booger
Booger
wiper. I bet at their
We
house...
need a better slang word for it. I feel like it needs to be worse.
Their house, the armchair they sit in.
Just
It's
coated.
there's like a
I would
layer
oh.
of boogers across it.
Ew! Could you imagine? Yeah, just what their house would look like. Like the places they sit a lot, like their headboard, their freaking
Their
couch.
bed.
Ew!
They have, like,
Oh god!
Are on the walls made out of their boogers.
Oh my god! I can't even imagine. Ew!
So-
Well, and
someone in the
how many boogers does your nose produce? Like, why do you have so many boogers to wipe anyway, bro?
You know, personally, I can't, I don't know the booger count on me. I feel like when it does happen, it's usually like in a public way and someone's like, hey, you got a little boogie.
Yeah. You got a little boogie. You go take care of it in the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, I'm not going
like an
up
adult.
there. I don't clean my septum. I just take it out and change it. But so I'm not like up in there like cleaning that shit. I just don't have a boogie nose.
Oh god, comments.
Someone said you should start a booger ball at home and all capitalized. But to increase the size of the booger ball, you must refrain from picking in other places.
Oh my god. These comments.
They were like in the comments too. I don't know where it is now, but oh, it wasn't her, it was someone else. Look, we all pick our nose every once in a while, and that's okay. I think you should try to quit, though.
Carry tissues. Wait, what else did it say? Carry tissues.
Or wash the booger off in a sink when you can.
I like how people are trying to help.
Like, genuinely, like, in the comments, like, oh no, that's,
God, what a problem.
Except for this comment down here that was like, you're fucking disgusting.
Was that you?
What the actual fuck you animal?
How do so many boogies, dude?
I'm a girl. I don't know. I think I get it from my mom.
She thinks
her
it's
mom's
genetic.
Putting boogers in. Oh yeah, it's genetic. Her mom's like at night just putting boogers in her nose.
Oh my god.
I'm sure you eat it too. Nah, only wipe it on your mom's pill box.
Dude, she's got some sass.
So specific. When you return to someone's house at a later point, do you check to see if your boogers from the last time are still there? And are they usually? Yeah, only one time. I seen my booger there. Most of the time I forgot where I hid it.
Oh my god, ew. She's like a fun little treasure hunt for herself next time she goes to their place.
I used to do this, but I would use their hand towel to wipe my butt.
You used to do what? What?
What? We found someone worse than the booger wiper.
Hand towel to wipe your butt? Bruh.
There are actual animals that are living in this world.
That guy
as
needs
human
therapy.
beings.
Yeah, that's not
These
okay.
are animal people.
That's horrific. Canceled. You're done.
Effective
you're
immediately,
done.
you're revoked from being a you can't post on the internet anymore.
You're done.
It's over. You're done.
Alright, well, unfortunately that is all the time we have for today. I hope you guys found these stories funny, and let us know if you have any thoughts or, I don't know, questions, I guess, in the comments.
Confess if you're a gross booger wiper.
If you are, yeah, please leave a like.
We're gonna be starting a campaign to get rid of you people, so.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and have a good day.
We'll see you next week.